All right, good afternoon and welcome to Princess City channel. This is an update. Today, the 28th, the last day of February 2025. We thank the Lord for life. We thank the Lord for health. We thank the Lord for peace of mind. In spite of all that is happening and what had happened and what is going to happen, we are grateful to God that we have life. We are not dead and we are not sick. We are not afflicted. We are in good health. I think it's worth thanking God for. And this is an update directly from the Newsroom. And it's more or less like the wrap-up of our intended expectations. The wrap-up in the sense that the joy that we feel concerning our expectations knows no bound. And it's only imperative for us to know that in spite of the delays, we get closer right now to our long-awaited expectations. And it's no more our history, it's no more our story, but a reality right before us. So I'm bringing this update directly hot from the Newsroom, and I'm beyond excited to share some of this groundbreaking news that many have been eagerly waiting for. This is Princess channel, a channel with legitimacy of information and update concerning your grand matters, concerning your cryptocurrencies and all the financial stuff that could earn you financial stability. The official and final disbursement date for the UAAG grant has not been confirmed. It has now been officially confirmed. And this is not just another update, it's a moment of relief for us. Our celebration and answered prayers are all inclusive in this update. After all, the waiting, the uncertainties, countless inquiries, the powerhouse in charge of disbursement has finally set things in motion. So you are expected not to cry anymore. God has heard our prayers. Did you just hear that? Cry no more, for God has heard your prayers. I think I'm talking to some believers in the house. Cry no more, for God has heard, all right, your prayers, because I believe you prayed. So the final date for disbursement has been earmarked. It has been sent. It has been set. For so long, countless individuals have held on to hope. They have believed that this grant would be breakthrough they needed to transform their lives. Now, that long-awaited reality is here right before us. And this disbursement is going to be a game changer because it's going to empower many. It's going to empower a lot of personalities to secure good homes and end years of struggling with rent and landlords who have at one time embarrassed them. You could imagine that in my own case, possibly this is possibly little to some personalities who had some much funds in their pocket. I was paying $450 per annum, and this year the landlord increased it, I think, to $850. You could see the margin of increment. That should be almost above 100%, from $450 to $850. You see that? And he just increased it last 2 years ago. And every appeal to him was, it is not negotiable. You could hear that. It is not negotiable. So you see, to some people, it's going to be a relief for them. They would be able to freely pay, or, it's not just you paying your rentage, but you will be able to invest in some businesses that could earn you some income, so that when the demand comes that you need to pay your rent, you need to pay your school fees, the school fees of your children, then it's not going to be a hassle anymore, because you're going to be in a system that generate funds for you repeatedly, and repeatedly. I was listening to a lady a couple of weeks ago when she said that the fund she had to plunge into this system was the fund that was meant for her school fees. And she couldn't proceed, around 800 something thousand. That was even still small compared to the one she was talking to, who plunged in 15 million, according to him. But that was her biggest ordeal. She plunged in 800 something thousand, money meant for her school fees, and as a result of that, she couldn't graduate. Because of that simple action, she couldn't graduate. She had to spectate on until now. You could imagine such a person, how she would feel going forward when it comes to the disbursement of UAAG grant. Well, I don't know how they spent all of those, possibly because they had some more clusters to themselves, or have some more bundles to themselves and all that. But a lot of people have had some strategy done when it comes to coming on this grand matter. But then this game changer coming across the path is going to help you to secure good homes, to end your years of struggling with rentage and landlord's embarrassments. It's going to make some strategic investments for you that would yield a long-term financial security. It's going to provide you quality education. Those who had dropped out is going to provide you some quality education, and is also going to help the education of your children as well and those around you. It's going to ensure your bright future. It's going to elevate your standard of living and fulfill your dreams that you once seemed out of reach for. So this confirmation right now is coming directly from a reliable and trusted source within the disbursement committee, and it's coming from that newsroom. So there is no more need for speculations. This is a done deal already. So to everyone who has remained tenaciously patient and steadfast, your faith and endurance have finally paid off. Can I hear a better amen? Now it's time to prepare for the next steps, as the final disbursement date is here. Congratulations in advance. If you want to get to hear more about this, the audio that was released just before the first today, how do I put it now? The one released earlier this morning before the one released before this, okay? The third released to this, all right, is exactly the deal. Next week, Tuesday, by God's special grace, we're looking forward to a groundbreaking ordeal that has to do with the disbursement being flagged off. So now is the time for you to prepare for the next step, and I wish you congratulations in a big way in advance. A huge appreciation goes out to the country director, Apostle Professor Ken Nwakama. A big shout out to the IMF, International Monetary Fund, and the CBN, the Central Bank of Nigeria, for making this possible. Your effort, your tenacious effort, your unwavering efforts, and your commitment to ensure that this disbursement becomes a blessed reality are truly commendable. They are truly, without doubt, commendable. I want you to stay tuned for more details and official instructions, because the wait is over. So get ready to embrace your financial breakthrough, because it's right before you. You and I will sing. You and I will rejoice. You and I will testify. You and I will say, yes, we went through it together, but it did not swallow us. It did not swallow us. May the Lord grant the repose of the soul of those who departed in the course of this struggle. Some of them fought gallantly. They fought with their lives. Some of them fought with their resources, their family. They had a lot to suffer for. Some plunged in the fund meant for their pension, some their gratuity, and some couldn't see a means of survival anymore. They left. They left us in the middle of the struggle. But the Lord will strengthen their families. We that God has given the grace and the privilege to see to this time of manifestation, I say congratulations to you. But that is not to use this moment not to be ungrateful. Be grateful. Be grateful. It's because you are alive that's why this fund is coming to you. If you're not alive, possibly your family members would have taken this on your behalf, or it is lost in transit. But you're alive, and I think it's worth thanking God for. So when you receive your fund, make the best use of it judiciously. Try and do what is right. Invest, do what is right. Invest in people, invest in the work of the gospel, invest in God, invest in your family, invest in your future. Invest in the future of your children. Don't lavish this let me call it meal on Nkwobi. It's a meal coming to you. Don't lavish it on goat meat. Somebody will say, Princess, are you telling us not to eat goat meat? No, eat goat meat. Eat cow meat, eat turkey, eat everything you need to eat. But you see, moderacy is good. Try as much as possible to be moderate in everything you do. Be moderate. And most importantly, think about God first. It would help you to know how to spend wisely. Pray on the fund. Pray on the investment. When it comes to you, pray on it. Sanctify on it. Pray for leadership. Pray for shepherding. Read Psalm 23. Know how God directs the path of his children. By that, you will not mistake any step. You will not mess up when the fund arrives. So stay on course, because I so much believe and trust God that this week that we are looking forward to, we are going to all celebrate. It's our expectation, it's our joy. The delivery is here. I'm going to see you shortly once again. If there's any update, have a nice time. Princess, it loves you. God bless you. And bye for now.